Job training for every human being. According to the Bureau of Justice Statistics, at least 95% of all state inmates will be released from prison at some point. When some inmates are released from prison, they are released into society with probation office fees, fines, and no support system. In my opinion, this leads them back to the lifestyle that caused them to be incarcerated in the first place. Some people look at inmates as not being human because of the crimes that they committed and the situations that put themselves in prison. However, everybody is somebody, and job training should be for every human being. An inmate that can receive technical or post-secondary training will increase their self-esteem, become productive citizens, and give them the opportunity not to become a repeat offender. Technical training will provide for a better attitude for the inmate. This is my first main point. As taxpayers, we already cover the cost of housing the inmate, medical expenses for the inmate, food, hygiene, and clothing. Instead of letting them just sit around and relax all day, why not put them into classes that would offer them some type of training so once released, they can become productive citizens? This will prevent the inmate from having too much idle time. As the old English proverb says, an idle mind is the devil's playground. It is an English proverb originally rendered as Satan finds some mischief still for idle hands to do, which is what caused them to be where they are at right now by not taking advantage of the resources that are available to them. Some inmates come into the facility unknowledgeable and with a negative attitude about themselves. According to Langan and Levin, article written in 2002, most young minority men with low incomes and with little or no education are projected to return back to prison within 3 years. If we provide them with a trade and offer the inmate a sense of accomplishment, I believe this will help boost their self-esteem. This could point them in the right direction by allowing them to know that there is a life other than crime. We have to let the inmates know that anything worth having is worth working for. Max Kenner of the Brad Prisoner Initiative in New York agrees on the value of higher education in prison for reducing recidivism rates, saying, those who participate in higher education in prison are less likely to go back and less likely to fail in the workplace. While keeping in mind why this training is beneficial mentally for the inmate, let me explain the long-term benefits of this training. By educating prisoners, we are not only helping the prisoner, but this will also benefit the families of the prisoners, the communities they will be living in, and society by reducing the crime rate. By placing the inmates in work facilities, we're allowing them to readjust themselves to the working environment. Someone may ask, why educate prisoners? Because no one will hire them. Put yourselves for a moment in the shoes of the inmates' families. They are still somebody's child, mother, father, sister, brother, or spouse. Wouldn't you want better for your family if they were in this situation? They still need love, and I'm sure that their family still loves them. According to the book Best Jobs for Ex-Offenders, written by Ron Cranick, PhD, there are a number of jobs in the construction, maintenance, and even math and science fields, and that's just to name a few. This gives everyone hope for a better tomorrow. HOPE is an acronym, meaning H equals help. We should always strive to be helpers one to another. O equals R. R is in representation of everybody. Everybody in this world is somebody. And in all reality, I feel like we're all one big family under God's eye anyway. So our. P equals prisoners. Even though they're incarcerated, even though they're here, they're still somebody. There may be prisons, but you can also be a prisoner in your mind. So prison does not always have to be inside of a correctional facility. You can also be a prisoner of the mind. And E equals excel. We should help everyone to become a better person. So my acronym for this was HOPE. Help our prisoners excel. And we should always be willing to go out of our way and go the extra mile to help someone else. In my closing, training of these inmates not only help them, but it also benefits our communities. Everyone either has someone or knows someone that has been incarcerated. Do we just throw them away, or do we give them the opportunity to become a more productive citizen? I believe they deserve another chance. Just as Jesus gave me a chance to live my life for him, I believe we should offer the same forgiveness to all human beings. I have never been in trouble with the law, but my oldest brother has been incarcerated. I still love him. He is still my brother, and he is a productive citizen. So just because you've committed a crime or just because you've done something wrong doesn't mean that you should not get a second chance. I think everyone deserves a second chance in life, and as long as there's hope, and as long as Jesus is alive, there is hope.